Hello there, folks. Welcome to Awesome Comics, your one-stop shop for everything comic book entertainment. I'm your host, Walter Benasiak. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking like that. Okay, so today, guys, we're talking about Season 1 of the Netflix show Luke Cage. Everybody should get excited for that.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, as always, like the Facebook page, facebook.com/awesomecomicshow. New videos every single Thursday. Okay, so the panel today, two of my good friends. Who should we go with first? I like the jacket, so we'll go with Aiyanna first. Aiyanna Wade, how's it going?
What up? Doreen representing.
I love the ears.
Thank you. Squirrel Girl is the nanny for Jessica Jones and Luke Cage's daughter, Danielle. If
Spoiler.
you don't know. It's not a
Spoiler.
Did they get together? Never mind.
Well, not in the show. I
know.
Or maybe they do.
Maybe.
They do. Opposite of spoiler, because we haven't gotten there yet. But hi, yes, Aiyanna, here again. Excited to talk about Luke Cage.
Okay, cool. And Mr. Brian Porter, how's it going?
What's up?
You
Not
excited
bad.
to talk about Luke Cage?
For sure.
Get hype, man. Luke Cage. By the way, Lou Cage, if it's just Lou Cage, it wouldn't be the same pronunciation as Luke Cage.
Same thing as the actor, Mike Coulter.
Mike Coulter. See? Same thing. Yeah, let's blend those syllables together.
You
See?
see.
Yeah.
Very,
We
very
like letters.
It's true. Okay, so we're going to go into no spoilers first, just our overall opinion of the show. We're going to keep it short here, but what you guys liked, what you didn't like. No spoilers. Porter, what did you think of the show? What's your overall opinion of it?
Pretty good. I'd say it's pretty
You
good.
should just stop it. Pretty good.
No, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. Some of the middle episodes were a little more story driven, not quite as much action, which is usually pretty good. But I think they were a little slow
Okay.
in that storytelling. But overall, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
Okay. Just a fan of it in general?
Yeah, in general, yeah.
Okay. Aiyanna, what do you think?
I loved
No
it. I
spoilers.
like really good music in my series, and there was some amazing music. I mean,
Yeah.
all the titles are like song titles, like all the Wu-Tang references and like actors even that are in it, maybe. So yeah, I thought it was really, really, really well done overall. I liked it a lot. I liked the pilot a lot less than the rest. When I watched the
I
first
agree.
episode,
I agree with that.
I was kind of nervous for how the rest of the series was going to go, but right as soon as I got to episode 2 and kept going,
Yeah.
it fell into place. The pacing was off, or something. Everything felt very calculated. I'm glad that was not the case for the rest of the show, because I ended
Right.
up loving the rest of the show. I liked it a lot.
Right. I agree with you with episode 2 is where it really kicked in. That might be my favorite episode, if I come to think about it. The season finale was a little lackluster for
Episode
me.
11 was my favorite.
Yeah,
The
episode...
soliloquy of
Right.
chaos.
Yeah, that was a good one. Just episode 13 kind of fell off for me for some reason. Like it was still good, but it was like all the falling action. Like the climax was like the first couple minutes.
15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, and then everything else was
15
just a really long falling action, which is a weird choice to me. But yeah, I really liked the show as well. No spoilers. It was really entertaining. It's still in the top quality, type of Netflix stuff. It's not as good as Daredevil. Jessica Jones, I don't know. It's close there. I think Jessica Jones definitely had the best probably villain in
For sure.
maybe
For
the
sure.
best villain in MCU so far besides Loki. I don't know. That's a bigger discussion. But
Yeah.
in terms of the Netflix shows, I think that Kilgrave was amazing. So I mean, it's hard to top that too. So I don't know. Luke Cage might be third, but I don't know. It might be third, but it's not bad. It's still a really good, entertaining show. What's
Mike Coulter.
Mike Coulter is really good as Luke Cage as well. So
Yeah. He was great in Jessica Jones and the CM
Yeah,
reprising
I think
in
he
the
was a
title
little
role.
better
back.
in Jessica Jones.
Really?
I liked his character a little bit more. I think he, I don't know, just is a little bit more consistent
Okay.
and just a little bit more of a badass.
I felt the opposite, actually. I liked him better in Luke Cage because we got to see his character way more rounded out.
Bigger arc.
Bigger
Yeah.
arc.
You get
We
to
got
see
to
his
see
past.
his,
and-
yeah.
Right.
I did like the past and all that stuff, but like I feel like he was a tighter character in Jessica Jones, for which he had to be because
Right.
he only had
He's not
a
in
limited
as
screen
much.
time and all that
He's
stuff.
in a
I
lot,
just think he
though.
was I just think he was a little bit more of a tighter character.
Sure.
But like they let him go free, obviously, since it's his show.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it didn't detract from him. You know what I mean? I thought he still did a good performance in Luke Cage.
Right. I agree with you.
I especially like the final, like big action scene. He has all this talking, this dialogue, and that was pretty good. And then when he's giving his statement in the police precinct,
Oh yeah.
he had a
right.
really, really good monologue there. I thought that was really good.
Sure. Yeah. But so overall, we all like the show. in terms of no spoilers, I mean, we're into it. I don't know what do you guys think of comparing it to Daredevil and Jessica Jones? I give my opinion on that. What do you
I
think?
thought it was up there with Jessica Jones. I think it's right similar to it. It's a very different feel to it. Obviously,
Hugely different
it's very
tone.
Harlem. It's very music based. I would say the scores. To
Yeah, very
everything
culture
is really,
based,
very
whereas
much
Jessica
so,
Jones is
yeah.
very personal based.
Right, right.
So they have
But
different.
right away, right in episode 1, you get that even the title sequence of Harlem. We're set in Harlem. This is where we're going with this.
Right.
It's got an Empire vibe to it with the musical numbers and the staging of the songs and stuff. And there's the lighting of it is really Empire too, with the red lights. Or Pulp Fiction-y too, where the scene
I know what you mean.
there's a scene later where someone opens up a chest and there's a red light that comes out. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
We're going that route.
yeah.
But I thought it was for me it was on par with Jessica Jones, just a tiny bit under. But one thing that it did better than Jessica Jones, on par with Daredevil, was using Harlem as a almost character. Or just just
that's why I love the
something that
opening
was very
sequence too.
tangible in the series overall.
Yeah.
And Daredevil, I think, does that really well with Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, I
And
agree
so,
with that.
Jessica Jones doesn't really have that. She's not tied to a place specifically.
Right.
So, but with Luke Cage being tied to Harlem majorly, I feel like it was almost its own character, just encompassing the
I know what you mean.
whole series. I thought was really good.
Yeah, that
well utilized.
Right, I agree. Yeah, the opening sequence showing the reflection of Harlem on his back, projecting on his back when he's punching the wall, all that stuff. Yeah, that was another really good opening sequence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, their opening sequences are really
Yeah,
good.
they're always really good. You can tell,
I'd say
the
that
same
was
team
my
makes
second favorite opening. First is obviously Daredevil.
Yeah.
Freaking amazing.
Yeah, I know.
And then Luke Cage, and then Jessica Jones's.
Yeah, there's still all the
The
Netflix
Daredevil
stuff
one
is
always
just very
reminds
top
me
quality.
of the Hannibal opening sequence.
I never saw
actually.
Hannibal.
Oh well, it's very similar.
Very
so just
similar.
go look up the
Blood
tales
just
sequence.
coming down and forming
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
I gotcha.
That's exactly what it is.
That sounds about right for Hannibal.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, this is your spoiler warning. So if you haven't seen all Luke Cage yet, thanks for
Bye,
watching.
we'll see you in a little bit.
Come back when you
They're
have watched
hour-long
it.
episodes. It's hard. I get it.
I understand.
Yeah.
Right, 13-hour-long episodes.
Go binge some more. We love
Yes, yes, they're good. They're good. That's our overall opinion. We like the show. So, spoilers.
Welcome back.
Yeah, let's get into positives now. Aiyanna, what did you like most about the show? You could go into spoilers.
I liked the casting was really well done, and the music was really done. I touched on that a little bit earlier. It's they chose some really, really great songs. Even just "Son of a Preacher Man," because he is the
it made
son
sense.
of a preacher
Yeah.
man.
You see,
You see what he did there?
it matches up.
But the casting was really, really well done. I loved seeing Rosario back.
She's amazing.
Yeah,
She was
one of
probably
my-
my favorite character
She
of
was
the
my
show,
favorite
and I
character as
wasn't
well.
My favorite
expecting
part
to
of the
see
show.
her really at all.
I
honestly.
figured
a
we'd
big
see
part in the
her a
second
little
half
bit,
of the-
and then I was like, oh, she's here, the snap, blah, blah, blah. But then she stayed, and she had a huge role, and I was
Yeah.
like, man, this is really expanding on her character from the previous series.
Yeah.
And because they had her a little bit, but they never really expanded on her character, and we see a fully fleshed out, what was her name?
Claire.
And it was like, wow, she's such a badass. I really love her character. She was the best part of the series as far as actors go.
I agree with that. I
She
think
did a
she's
really There was that character arc was amazing. I liked the little references they had to old Luke Cage stuff, the old
costume?
Power Man, the
Yeah.
Hero for Hire with the
Yeah.
shirt that he rips off, and
Yeah.
then he's still wearing
the crown thing.
tiara or whatever,
Whatever that is,
and
yeah.
the armbands,
And he looks-
and he even has a
kidding me.
chain around as a
Yeah.
belt. Oh my gosh, just him running around I look ridiculous.
I
It
thought that
was so
great.
good,
And a lot of the Heroes for Hire references were really good. And
They even had the swear jar, which set up the whole Sweet Christmas thing, so that he wasn't cursing. He was saying Sweet Christmas,
Sweet
which
sister. Yeah.
yeah. And then always, man, are you trying to take over Snape here? You're gonna steal that reference because he said always a lot, and then Claire started saying it at the end too.
yeah.
Well, it was Pop's
Corny.
thing, right?
Right,
Yeah.
but then I was like, oh, Harry Potter fans better watch out. So I was taking this reference from you.
No.
Just
Okay.
saying.
No.
Just
Right.
saying.
I really
or
like-
even what you talking about, Willis?
That was funny.
That was good.
Yeah.
I really
you
like
got
Pop's
jokes.
calling him Power Man. Pop's calling him
Yeah.
Power Man was
Yeah.
really good. But I really like
I'm not for hire.
Right.
but I really liked Luke Cage was great too. Pops was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I was kind of mad about.
Yeah,
is that he was gonna be the best part of that show.
Yeah,
he was gonna,
absolutely.
and then they killed him way too soon. I think. I
way
mean,
too early.
I understand that's kind of the catalyst for everything, but you could have kept him in the show somehow, flashbacks or put him in the hospital or something.
Yeah, wound him, and then later on someone comes
kill him
to
off later on.
finish it. You know,
Yeah, or he
like, just-
dies of just
That's
the
the
wounds.
best part. He left you wanting more, though.
Yeah, but it was too much wanting more. I think the show could have massively been improved by keeping him around.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we could have built up our feelings for the character more because I was pissed when he died, but I wasn't like heartbroken like had he
was a little
been in a few
heartbroken.
more.
I was heartbroken.
I was like, ah, damn, but I saw it coming.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, oh.
Well, there's a lot of death throughout this. We have
Right.
like the really interesting like bulletproof black man motif that we get to see throughout this, which is really cool. And
Right.
then even by the episode when Method Man is
Method
on,
Man just shows
Right?
up. And
Awesome.
Method Man plays
that
himself.
song, by the way,
awesome.
Bulletproof
I like that
Love.
song.
It was
I think
really
it's what
good.
they
I
call
kind
it.
of want a
It's
hoodie with
so-
holes in it now.
Yeah,
Because
that
that's the
I
coolest thing
love
ever.
that idea of
Yeah.
just like I'm with you, Luke Cage. I'm gonna wear a bulletproof.
Yeah, that
hoodie
is
too.
so
Yeah,
cool.
that was really
So cool.
good.
I love it.
Great idea.
That
loved
montage
it.
was great.
Yeah.
And, Method Man, I think, is a really good actor.
He
mean,
is, man. Like, I mean,
other
even though
stuff
he
that
was
I've
playing
seen him
himself,
in,
but it's
yeah.
hard to play yourself.
Yeah.
You know, but he's really good.
And he's like, oh shit, it's you. And then, you
Yeah.
know,
Double
Luke
XL
Cage's like,
already.
Yeah, right.
and then he's like, oh shit, it's you.
Yeah.
Like, damn, it's Method Man. Like, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really cool. I like the Method Man cameo. This is more of an extended cameo in that episode 10 or 11, whatever.
It's
Yeah.
11, yeah.
11,
that
yeah.
Was, or maybe it was 12.
I don't remember, but
Yeah.
he was in there. It was just really cool to
Yeah.
see Method Man.
Yeah,
I know
it was
he's like
really
a
good.
huge nerd. Like he's
Yeah.
a big fan of like Screen Junkies and stuff. I've
Really?
seen videos.
No
Yeah,
shit.
he's really random.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he just pops up and stuff. He's really cool.
Cool.
So
I really
like
liked
Method Man.
another character. Bobby Fish was great.
Yeah, he was
love
cool. He
Bobby Fish.
kind of took the mantle of Pops after
Right.
he
Yeah,
died.
I thought he was really cool.
Yeah.
He was a good character. And Shades, man.
Yeah.
Rossi.
Shades?
I love Shades.
I was
You know,
so
I
on Shades.
didn't like him at first. I was kind of like, oh, this energy is going to get annoying by the end. But by the
Yeah.
end, I was starting to ship him and Councilwoman.
And
Well,
then
you got your wish
that
there.
ridiculously
weirdest
awkward
kiss.
kiss.
Ah.
It was, yeah, but
She bites him, and he's
Yeah.
just
no,
kind of like,
that was the other one. This
What?
the when she bites his lip.
yeah.
Did she bite him, or
She
did she
bit
just
him.
She
like?
bit his
No,
lip.
she bit him.
Oh.
She
Okay,
like kind of
okay.
like brushed his lips and then bit
But
him,
it's
and
so
he's just kind
perfect.
of like
It's like-
smiling at her.
Smiled
I'm
at
like, what the
Ah,
hell
I
was
loved
that?
it. It's like one of
Weird.
those couples where you're like, oh, but you're perfect for each
Yeah,
other.
now they
But
are.
but you know,
Jeez.
you get it.
I don't know.
I like Shades a lot. When the opening credit scene and I saw it says Theo Rossi, I was like, no shit, we got Juice in here. Hell yeah, I'm
Yeah,
a
he's
huge
from Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy.
Okay,
I was
yeah,
a
yeah.
huge Sons of Anarchy fan. I love the character Juice. I was like, Juice is back.
Yeah, he
Lost the
he
tattoos,
brought
got a little
the
bit more of a
energy.
badass.
He really, really brought the energy to every scene, which is
Right.
hard to do while just wearing sunglasses.
And he's very subdued
So,
with it
yeah.
too. Like he brought the energy, but he was subdued.
Yeah.
And he had this presence that was.
That's
Yeah,
what it
good
was. It
presence.
was his presence.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think that's we'll get into
The
my
first
bigger
time
problem
that we
with
saw him,
the
and then he
negatives.
takes off the shades
Mm-hmm.
to like make a point. I
Yeah.
was like, "Are we gonna go super powered?
I
Are we gonna see like he takes off the shades? He can
Got
like,
laser vision.
Mm-hmm.
well, like he'd like make you do stuff or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I was like, because the way he took it off, kind of looked at him. I was like, "Whoa, shit, about to happen?" And it was just like, no, he's not much of a badass when he takes off the shades and looks at you. It's
You're
like,
like, ooh,
bitch,
ooh.
you know?
Right. I did like when he found the sunglasses in the dude's pocket after he killed him and
Nice.
just picked it up and just put them on. I was like, that's
Yeah,
that was
nice.
pretty cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Positives. I guess you got any more positive stuff? from
I
here?
really liked Cottonmouth.
Did you really?
I
like
thought he
him?
was a really good character. I think he was well casted, and I really just liked his arc. Although I thought he died too early.
He was a frustrating
was a
character,
big
so I think I liked to
twist.
hate him maybe because I could not stand him. But like in a way that they wanted you to not stand him.
I don't
because he was
know.
really frustrating to me.
This is a bigger. I'll just go into this now. So I think that the show, obviously, because Luke Cage is based off of like these black exploitation movies and like Shaft and all these like cinema heroes and stuff like that, and the music obviously is indicative
yeah.
of those things.
Right.
But the performances are so uneven because we have the other Netflix shows that are very grounded, very realistic almost in their performances, and that's in this show, but it's mixed with these hammy, over-the-top, weird performances, and I think they should have picked one or the other. They should have went full-on with the crazy, over-the-top, blaxploitation type performances, or just go full-on realistic, because when you mix those two, it's jarring and it doesn't make sense with what you're trying to present. Like Diamondback, I hated him. No, I thought he was awful,
very
and
over
that
the top.
that costume at the end. I know it's supposed to be like the in the book, but man, that was a terrible costume.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Oh,
It
you
looked really
could
weird.
have modified that a little bit. I mean,
it was a
oh,
little
that
weird.
looked awful.
But
But and that's what with Shades too. Shades just talks like this, and then moves his head down, and that's like his whole shtick.
I liked it.
worked,
It
though.
worked.
It worked
It
well.
didn't. I thought it was
Keep it
was
simple.
a
Like, it
one-trick
worked
pony
well.
for me, and like he was okay by the end. Like I got used to it more, but I don't know.
I didn't like it at first, so like I
Yeah.
completely understand where you're
super
coming
on board.
from.
Right.
But by
Him-
the end, I actually really liked him.
Sure. I mean, he grew on me, but I still think that
Okay.
was more of a negative. So him, Cottonmouth, I wanted to like, and I did like, and there was some good stuff with the background with him and his cousin and everything.
Even that monologue in front of the Biggie Smalls.
That was really good.
That was
Really
really
good.
powerful.
It's more of some of his ticks that just got to me.
See,
like
my big thing with his was his laugh.
that's what I didn't like.
See, I liked his laugh. They used it properly in certain scenes.
I disagree with that.
And
130%.
but they used it way too much. They used it way too much,
laughs
and
all
some
the
of
time.
some of them were like super weird. It's like this does not fit with the scene. But there was a couple of laughs that totally fit with the scene.
Dude
and
laughs.
upped his menacing quality for me. Like I was like, man,
See-
that's pretty powerful. But then they use it one time, like 10 minutes later. I'm like, what are you
He
doing?
laughs at
What are you
everything.
doing?
If someone insults him, if someone thinks makes a joke, every time, every single
They did use it
reaction,
too much.
he
I will
just
say
goes.
that.
It's too much.
Yeah, it was too much.
And he was only
But-
in there for 7 episodes, and it was too freaking much.
I think
Scale back on the.
I agree,
Okay?
but I think there was a few times where it
That's
was
enough of it.
utilized properly.
Maybe once or twice, but
Like 4
otherwise,
times.
I didn't. Was not
You
into
okay? Are you
was
okay?
not into the. But anyway, Jim's laughing at that. But that's what I'm talking about with the over the top stuff. There's that one police captain or whatever. I can't remember her name. Like she showed up and left, and she's very over the top talking like this.
Oh,
That's her.
yeah.
That's that actress though.
Yeah.
I've
Sure,
seen her in other.
but that's still a part of the performance, and that matches up with the blaxploitation type performances, like the over-the-top kind of acting like that.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I'm talking about with the inconsistencies there, and it just was kind of driving me crazy. I mean, I know I'm harping on this, but this wasn't like I mean, this is like the most negative thing I can say about the show. I really like the show overall. I do. Like, just these are the things that kind of were just gnawing at me the whole time. And yeah, like I'm saying with Diamondback, so they kill Cottonmouth, and then they bring in Diamondback, who's supposed to be the big bad guy, but he's the most reckless
He's
dude ever.
way more reckless
Yeah,
than him.
it doesn't- it
I
doesn't
was
even
waiting
think
for this
about it.
How
like
was that?
level-headed someone who was
Super
gonna come
badass.
in, and like the reveal was
No.
cool because there was like some sort of relationship. So
No,
obviously,
that was
like
I like that.
you know, but like temperament-wise,
No.
he was basically just an
ridiculous.
exact substitute for Cottonmouth.
Right,
But
except
even worse.
way more
But-
over the top.
Yeah.
But there was the part at the end of their like fight sequence when they're like talking and they're in the middle of fighting still, and some guy's like, "You guys are out here talking about your moms."
Yeah,
he's like,
he
he's
talks
gonna
about your
talk
mama,
about your
Luke.
mom. You better represent her. You're
Yeah.
from Harlem.
You're
you
from
better
Harlem.
Yeah. I was just like, well, that was out of place.
Yeah, I mean,
I
that-
was thinking on other terms of superheroes talking about
Okay.
their moms. Not that we're talking about that now, but yeah.
that's the,
Ah,
you're making the-
that's right.
there's your.
There it is. There it
Anyway,
is.
anyway, that fight at the end, that sort of reminded me of Meteor Man. I don't know
Oh,
if anyone's seen
yeah.
Meteor Man, but at the end of Meteor Man, they just fight in the street in front of everybody, and it's like this big superpowered fight, which I kind of got the same vibe from. Not that Luke Cage is anything like Meteor Man. I mean, Luke Cage is way up here. Meteor
yeah,
Man,
loads.
I love Meteor Man, but I mean, quality-wise, not great. But yeah, that kind of reminded me of that too. But yeah, Diamondback, I'm
He
right
had-
with you with
He
how
had decent monologues sometimes.
I don't know, he was
Yeah, he had a
so-
couple of
he
monologues
so
that
over
was
the
just
top.
like,
Well, they just replaced the laughing with the smiling for
really weird snake-like talking like this. He's almost
Well, yeah.
slithering with his tongue, but he's not quite.
But he's a snake.
Not quite, though. Almost.
is he a snake?
You know the thing about
for a
snakes,
snake.
Diamondbacks, you don't want to cage them in. That whole episode, that was weird. That was literally
How
what
did you
happened.
not
That's
see that
literally
coming?
what happened in the show. That's literally word for word what happened.
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And the fact that the guy had
I thought he was
Domingo
gonna,
had
like-
the guns on him,
I know.
and then he was
Domingo
able to
just-
draw and throw down some fire, and Domingo's like, oh shit, he's fired.
Right.
Like, wow, your
Yeah,
reaction
I thought he was gonna
terrible.
talk himself out of it, just like, and just like shoots him. I don't know. We're starting to run out of time here, but
Okay, if we're on negatives, I don't have many, honestly. I really liked it, but there were some of the effects that just fell flat for me. Like, there was some of the punching that wasn't as realistic, where
Really?
the practical effects that they did worked. Like, most of the, like, medical-induced injuries and stuff like that.
Right.
Like, those were all done really well, like, for the most part. But then when he's, like, punching through a wall or punching through the floor, it's, like, very different than being realistic.
Sure.
It's like, the exploding bullet test that we're watching on the TV.
The guy explodes out, and you see the blood splatter to the screen and all
Yeah,
that.
that was super cheesy, and I was like, where did that come
Well,
from?
I mean,
the effects, just some of them,
Right.
just took me back while watching it,
Right.
because there'd be really good ones, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, that was okay, weird.
Random
Like
weird.
that one specifically, where the blood like splattered the screen and his head exploded, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
all right.
very weird. Any other negatives from you?
Some of the acting, some of the secondary characters were like pretty bad. Like the chick with the ring that owns the pawn shop, when she was talking to Luke in Pops,
Yeah,
like I was like, ooh, that is not that good of acting.
Yeah, but I don't think she
Like,
was that.
and
bad.
then Mike Coulter had, for the most part, he was good on
Right.
par. But some of his times, like where he had to like yell in pain or frustration or trying to like break something, it was just super forced to me. Like it
Really?
was just, I felt like it was really forced.
I think it's, and for me, it's nitpicking with him, but there's a couple times where he's just talking so straightforward. It's like he's reading a thing, you know? But I think that's kind of his personality. I mean, I watched some interviews with him. That's just kind of how he talks. So I can't really fault him for that too much. But sometimes it's a little stilted with him.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a major nitpick. I mean, he's not performance-wise, he was great.
Yeah, for the
I
overall.
Yeah.
disagree. I don't know. I thought he was pretty well
Yeah,
done.
I
but-
think it was great. Just a little
One thing that you actually brought up to me when we were watching it was the not treating of the second bullet or the stomach wound when he was at the doctor or at the in
Yeah,
the barn
what
or
the
whatever.
hell? I
She
was
treats
like,
his
what-
shoulder wound. She treats his shoulder
And it's
wound.
like,
gets
he's
all the stuff.
fine.
Yeah, he's good.
What
but
the,
it's like,
the more serious one that's been there for
yeah,
longer?
the one that she said was getting infected.
Yeah, and then
even
they
said it
don't-
was, nothing happened.
I
with
mean,
it.
just
The
a
one with the
throwaway.
shrapnel?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first one. Yeah, they don't
Because they
feel
couldn't
it.
get the shrapnel.
Yeah, but
This
they
one?
couldn't get it on this one or this one
They-
either
they got it
because
out. They got it out
had
when
to
they put
open
them in
it
the
up
boiling
and do all the
water or
stuff,
whatever.
and yeah, it was like the same scenario, but the one in the stomach was getting
I
infected.
thought they were
she
going to
said.
put in like a throwaway line about how they took care of that too, but they didn't say anything. It was just
Yeah.
like they took the shoulder thing out and then they were like, he's fine.
Did they not take care of it?
They didn't
They
do
didn't.
anything with this one.
Yeah,
they
you,
didn't do nothing.
you see both the wounds, and like you put them in there, this and that, and then
I thought that
they
was
dig it
done
out of
in the
the
same time.
Yeah, no, they dig it out of the shoulder. and
I
that
mean,
was
maybe
it.
we're supposed to assume that, but
Well,
but
I
she's like
did.
okay after that. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, we're just like
we got
super
to go
observant,
here, folks.
apparently.
Let's rate the season A through F. What do you think?
A through F. I'll
Grade
give it
the
a.
season.
I'll give it a B. I'll give
Okay,
it a B.
I'm right there with you with a B.
An
Diana?
A. It's not an A plus for me. It definitely has its moments when it's far from perfect, but
Okay.
an A. I thought
Well,
it
see,
was really well.
I'll amend mine to a B minus actually because episode 1 was pretty good. Episode 2 was strong. I really liked it. Episode 3 kind of went down a little bit, and then 4, 5, 6, and 7, up until the very end of 7 where he gets shot. Those episodes I was like bored.
Okay.
I was bored.
No exposition for you. You just want the action.
Not even that, but the story. Like, okay, it's a story-driven series. There's going to be some action, but it's a story-driven series, and I'm good with story-driven series, and it was just.
I
It
got
was
you.
dragging.
We're gonna have
And-
to go here, folks. So social media for everybody. Aiyanna,
Twitter, Facebook, where you already found me.
whatever.
True.
Porter.
Facebook.com/awesomeporter.
You can find me on Twitter at awesome_Walter. Make sure to like the Facebook page, facebook.com/awesomecomicshow. New videos every Thursday from any one of us. We all just go on there. so-
Exclusively on Facebook.
Exclusively on Facebook. Tune in next week because our Versus series is coming back. It's going to be Porter versus Doug Walker.
What?
Yeah, get excited. We don't know who they're going to be doing yet. Oh, tune in next week to find out. Okay, so until next week, I'm Walter Bernasiak. These guys are great. Luke Cage is cool, and we'll see you on the next page.